What's up YouTube? Today was September 12th, 2016. My name is Mitch and welcome back to the Reddit That Recap. This is episode 3 of my web series where I talk about news making its way around social media and other areas of the internet. We're going to start off the day with a story about Netflix. Netflix is asking the FCC to declare data caps unreasonable. Netflix submitted a filing last week during the FCC's annual broadband deployment investigation. The Advanced Telecommunications Act requires the FCC to determine whether advanced telecommunications ability is being deployed in a timely and reasonable manner. The FCC's assessment usually only focuses on availability and speed, but Netflix wants them to focus on data caps as well. The use of data caps obviously impedes the consumption of broadband internet. They believe that this is an unreasonable limit on internet television. Netflix is trying to pressure the ISPs to either completely eliminate the data caps or at least raise them. They need to offer more data before deciding to charge overage fees. In the past, the FCC has raised the minimum speed requirements, so this is obviously not something far-fetched. Maybe they should just allow Google Fiber to go everywhere. There are tons of areas of the United States where there's a monopoly for Comcast or Time Warner, and the user is basically forced to use those services. We need faster internet and no data caps. This is likely something that can be fixed by new fiber technology if it was properly deployed. We also have another story from NASA today. For the first time, the Hubble telescope has been able to take a picture of the entire Hubble Nebula. This is an enormous bubble being blown into space by a super hot massive star. This marks the 26th anniversary of the Hubble launch into Earth's orbit. In the past week or so, there's been a story about Wells Fargo and how they fired 5,300 employees over making 2 million phony bank accounts. Today it's come to light that the Wells Fargo executive that actually orchestrated this whole thing received $125 million. This is at the same time when they've been firing 5,300 employees for this scheme. Wells Fargo said that it's likely that Tolstad did in fact at least manage part of the purge of employees. The timing seems strange, but Tolstad said that it was a personal decision to leave after 27 years. Wells Fargo was clearly aware of this for far too long without putting a stop to it. In recent tech news, we have a story about the US government. The military has created the USS Zumwalt, which is basically a super large advanced destroyer. This is a large multi-mission stealth ship that focuses on land attacks. It has a wave-piercing hull whose sides slope inward. This reduces the radar cross-section. It was originally planned to make 32 of these ships, but in fact only 3 are being built. This is at a cost of $9.6 billion in research and development. There's also a recent development in the health world regarding uncovered documents that show the sugar industry casting doubt on sugar's role in heart disease. They had been pointing their fingers at fat as early as the 1960s. I've linked to the documents below, and if you're interested, there's actually a document on Netflix called Sugar Coded that's available to US and Canadian citizens. In the documentary, they talk about this very same topic. There's been another development in the tech world. There's a story out today that researchers at MIT have discovered a new technology that allows them to see through a book up to 9 pages deep. It can actually identify printed letters on each one of these 9 pages. This is extremely important when examining old or damaged books. It allows them to identify words and characters on each one of these 9 pages without actually having to open and damage each page individually. It's unclear exactly how this technology works and whether or not it uses radiation, which might actually damage the books as well. The last story that I've included for today is actually just an optical illusion. It's a simple picture of 12 black dots overlaid on a gray grid. The brain is actually unable to comprehend the 12 dots at the same time. It looks as if the image is actually moving. You can see the image here, or you can view the link below to see the full quality image. Alright guys, that's it for the news today. But today was September 12th, 2016. My name is Mitch. This is Reddit That Recap, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.